Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And yes guys, we're giving away 500 XRP if we can get 1,000 likes within 24 hours. It's going to be really simple, really cool, and all you have to do is make sure you press the like button, make sure you are subscribed, and make sure you comment something down below. And also guys, make sure you go ahead and join the Telegram. Link is in the description below. If you join this, you're automatically into the giveaway anyway. So just check it out. We only have 13 members on here. I'm also going to be giving away a little sum if we hit 100 members, I think. Maybe just a little 25 XRP or something like that on one of the 100 members. So it's an easy giveaway. It's just a small amount of money. But check it out and let's get on with the video. So again, it's been a pretty full day in the crypto space, man. And I really love to be able to show it to you guys. Just want to say I appreciate it a ton that you guys are all watching my videos. But here from Jack the Rippler, Ethereum, $5 to $20 fees. Bitcoin, $20 to $100 fees. XRP, $0 fees. XRP is the future, hashtag 0 doubt. And basically this right here is not really the truth, because if you pay Bitcoin, if you pay 20 bucks for a Bitcoin transaction, then something is most likely going a little bit wrong. However, the Ethereum situation is quite solid right now. I mean, Ethereum's fees just took another all-time high, and it is basically ridiculous if you take a good look at what's going on there. It's just those prices are so ridiculous because of all this craze, right? Because everybody wants to hop on and get in right now. It's just all the people flocking on in that's, yeah, just making it really uncomfortable to transact Ethereum, which is a big issue that XRP does not have. How is the cross-border payment landscape being redefined by the power of ISO standardization? SVP of Customer Success, Marcus Treacher, shares this and more on the latest insight. So I just read it and checked it out. It's just a 4-minute read, but it's a little tad too long to read all the way for you guys in a video right here. I recommend checking it out yourself. It is always worth it to check out Ripple's Insight page. I really recommend it because they got some crazy stuff, some crazy insights. And basically what you fetch from all of this is that even in a really strange situation like right now, Ripple will still do amazing. One part of it is that this whole pandemic has mostly shown how good the Ripple use case really is and how good what they are building here is going to be for our world. But also on a completely different side, like we've seen from the IMF and Christine Lagarde earlier today, the whole landscape is being restructured, and there's just a whole necessity for Ripple to be in there to fill the gap. We all know sending money abroad right now, it's even more cheap, or it's cheaper to go with your money, put it in a freaking suitcase and fly over than sending it there. And I'm not trying to say cheaper, actually I'm trying to say faster, which is ridiculous if you think about it, right? It's freaking ridiculous. It could also be cheaper, by the way. It depends a little bit on how you're going to do it. Because I booked some flights, which are not even $100 for a retour. I've done payments, which took more than $100. I'm also looking at you, Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, it's really possible to get all these things close to, if not really free. And XRP and Ripple could be a good part of that. Now, a little bit of the middle chunk here is about Mexico and how that's been working. But here's the cool part, which we are going to read. Solving the cross-border payment problem with RippleNet and ISO. To combat this, the International Standards Organization ISO established ISO 20022 as a universal standard to bring legitimacy payment infrastructures into alignment. But without a fundamental overhaul of these payment infrastructures, ISO standardization can only go so far. To really shift the paradigm and create the kind of cross-border payment service people and businesses need, modern technology needs to be applied to the payment problem to complement ISO standard achievements. Ripple's vision is to deliver this technology transformation by establishing a global payment network called RippleNet, built on distributed ledger technology, also known as DLT, and tightly coupled with ISO standards. Consequently, Ripple has been a leading proponent of ISO 20022, and its mission to enable better global interoperability and an improved customer experience for payments. As the de facto global data standard for modern payments messaging between financial institutions and payment systems, ISO 20022 is currently adopted in 70 countries. It's estimated that 87% of global financial transactions will be supported by ISO 20022 by 2023. And this common language helps financial institutions, banks, and payment systems streamline processing in cross-border payments, as well as strengthen regulatory controls. With increased adoption of ISO 20022, combined with a fresh approach made possible with RippleNet's distributed ledger technology, we can better shape the future of cross-border payments. The banks and financial institutions joining RippleNet are catalyzing ISO standards adoption and helping to jolt cross-border payment methods into the modern world, providing a truly frictionless experience to remitters, small businesses, and emerging digital marketplaces worldwide. Now, this last part here is actually really interesting and really important because, as we've all heard before, Ripple has changed their use case from being primarily, the big players, the big guys, the single entities with multiple outlets, to the multiple outlets with, multiple players. And the last part acknowledges that right here. The SMEs, the small businesses to medium enterprises, that was not the priority before, but now they've more so put it in a lot of their papers and a lot of their outings and insights, that they're focusing on that, which I think is good. It shows once more that their vision is still the same and they haven't changed. What now for Bitcoin price? September starts with abrupt Bitcoin sell-off. So yes, guys, it did happen, a pretty big sell-off, which is also why I left my live coin watch from earlier today open, because it was a pretty big fall. Pretty damn big fall, pretty crazy to see. And everything right now is just really, really far in the red, except for Tron, which again is because of their crazy marketing. A hiccup and I don't know what that was. I think it's because of Justin's crazy marketing, but it could also be that right now is going to be another bloody freaking week here. I don't know. It seems like it's just going to be today, but since these numbers are so heavy, a lot of these coins are in the almost double digits. Often when that happens, it's like there's another minus 10% that's going to be coming the next day, or minus 20% or something like that. I'm kind of concerned for it, so I'm watching out at least. Make sure you watch out as well. It's crazy though. I mean, the numbers that are going down right now is just really, really crazy to see. That's always the case, by the way, when I'm looking at these crypto. I just always find it so crazy to see how much money is being, just dumped on all of us in just a couple of seconds. It's really, really crazy. Chainlink flashes red pattern breakout. Well, I'm going to say that Chainlink also right now is not at the best position ever. I mean, we're below $15 for Chainlink. Whoever expected that, right? And coins like Polkadot are also right now very much questioned because XRP, Ethereum, and Bitcoin have proven that they belong in the top 5. Chainlink and Polkadot, they've not really proven that they belong this high, and thus there's also a lot of questions about how long they will be able to stay and if they really belong so high on the market cap. However, Polkadot again is on the different side, right? Really DeFi oriented, so it could be that one is going to survive purely because of DeFi craze. But it's interesting to think about that. Then, maybe this article bugged out on me. It was that a certain website, cryptocurrencies as payment options for premium subscriptions. I think you guys know what website I'm talking about. And by the way, if you hear a fan crazy right now, it is the MacBook Pro here. 2018 MacBook Pro. I don't know what it is doing, but it is going crazy with some jets. I don't know. If you guys know what it is about these MacBooks and why they sometimes turn on the freaking fan jets, let me know in the comment section, because I'm sometimes debating on throwing this thing out my freaking window or smashing it on the ground. But since it's more than $2,000, I'm like, meh, I might not. But if it were to be cheap, I would have already thrown it out the window a long time ago because it's so freaking annoying. But yeah, basically a very popular adult film website has adopted some crypto. Bitcoin and Litecoin have been adopted on there, and yeah, it's been pretty cool, I guess. I don't know who's going to be using it, but I guess there's going to be a lot of people. And Satoshi, I believe, originally said, I think it was Satoshi, maybe it was somebody else, but I think it was Satoshi, that once the the adult film sector adopt something, you know it's going to be for the future, you know it's going to be big. And I know they've been adopting crypto since 2018 when the statement already came out, but now they've also adopted Bitcoin, and it's just a small time before they start adopting XRP as well that we're really in the clear here. It's pretty damn good to see. All right, Mike Novogratz compares DeFi to Tesla, and he has a scary warning. Showed to you guys earlier, but it still stands. DeFi right now is in such a strange period where I personally don't trust it, but I still think there's a lot of money to be made, and I'll still recommend people to buy into it, even though it is such a crazy period right now. U.S. Federal Reserve now owns more than 20,000 different financial assets. Wanted to mention it once more. The nation's money printer goes brrr, like the freaking DeFi. It all goes brrr. All the money is being printed right now. It is so freaking crazy. Another Electrum user is claiming that their coins were stolen. What I wanted to fetch from this one is watch out with what wallet you're using. I personally use the Ledger wallet. A link is in the description below. But another one I can recommend is the Exodus wallet. I've used that one for a very long time. Or if you only have a couple $100, I recommend just keeping it on Binance. Out of all exchanges, that's most likely your safest bet. And they just adapt to all forks and things like that very, very quickly, very nicely. It's the hashtag safest. So if you got to pick one, go for that one, I would say. But again, this is not financial advice. It's just my own opinion. Because, again, I would have done that if I were you. I would most likely, again, if I'm in that $0 to $500 bracket, I'm sticking to Exodus. If you don't have a personal computer or you're afraid of losing your computer or something along those lines where it's not steady, I would most likely go for something like blockchain.com or info or Binance because it's not a lot of money. Where you don't need to buy a $100 or $60 wallet if you only have a couple $100. I personally don't think that's worth it. However, if you're above there, I always like to say that this $500 could turn into $50,000 eventually. And you'd rather have that you spend 100, where it's like 40,000, instead of not spending the 100. It's $60 for a wallet even, and then have zero in the future, right? So I'd rather have the 40,000 by spending a little bit than not spending anything and losing it all. If you guys get me right there. So that's why I'm sometimes like, if you have a couple $100, go still look for it. If you don't, it's so little, you most likely can get away by not having any hardware wallet at all. U.S. Federal Reserve now owns over 20,000 different financial assets. The same thing as we just said. Oh, I already showed it, I think, just now. And here is Charles Hoskinson reveals updating or upcoming Cardano stablecoin will be significantly better than MakerDAO. That part is just Cardano is upgrading. I've been seeing a ton of Cardano videos lately here. I've been checking out YouTube, but it seems like there's no stop to it. And I mean, I also have other work to do in a day, so I can't keep watching Cardano videos. But those guys are going at such a freaking lightning speed. I don't know how they do it, and I don't know why my computer is being so laggy right now. I really don't know what's going on. But really, Cardano is one that I'm really, really looking at and eyeing, because that's a freaking solid project, my guys. And then Binance lists wrapped Bitcoin amid the rapidly growing DeFi hype. DeFi is really the stuff right now, and people are going crazy for it. But guys, since the computer is really going to go for another big ramp up, make sure you check out my Telegram. Link is in the description below. And follow me on Twitter. Check out, YouTube and whatever. See you guys again in another crypto video.